Today my world is happy day. What it all about happy day. What it all happy day. What it got about happy day.
Καλημέρα όλη μέρα, με πολύ ή λίγο αέρα. Και όλα καλά θα πάνε, αν τα σύννεφα φυσάνε. Καλημέρα με λιακάδα, απ' την όμορφη Ελλάδα. Και με χιονιά και με κρύα, πάντα αισιοδοξία. Happy, happy, happy day. Happy, 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 happy day.
Welcome back to our channel, and welcome back on board. A warm hello to all our new friends who are joining us on this journey. Today we take you with us to discover two beautiful islands, two true gems in the heart of the Ionian Sea, Paxos and Antipaxos. Wild and stunning, a little paradise north of Lakka. Our adventure begins on Saturday afternoon. On board our doofer, we were ready to head north. But, as often happens at sea, things do not always go as planned. To leave the port of Lakka and sail north, you have to pass through the moving canal. It opens at specific times, about once every hour. We entered the canal and stayed there. 2 hours stuck, with side wind pushing us from one side to the other, and the bridge never opened. No explanation. We asked the base and they simply said, it happens. The lesson, always have a plan B, always. Our plan B was to change direction, sail south, and spend the night in one of our favorite places. The next morning, early at sunrise, we set sail again. This time the canal opened as expected, luckily, and we were finally able to head north. With a light breeze, we had perfect sailing conditions. With a light breeze, we had perfect sailing conditions. From Vrakia to the first bay of Antipaxos, it is 44 nautical miles. If you sail directly from Lakka, it is about 36 nautical miles. It took us around 6 hours of calm and beautiful sailing with the sails up. And as we were getting close to Antipaxos, the most beautiful surprise, a group of dolphins came to greet us, playing at the bow of our boat. A magical moment. Arriving in Antipaxos was simply unforgettable. Turquoise water, wild nature, white cliffs, and that real holiday feeling that makes you forget everything else. Look at this beauty from above. Dream beaches, secret coves, and a sea that looks like a painting. Are you ready to continue this adventure and discovery with us? Then let's keep going. What is a holiday for you? What is, in particular, a sailing holiday? For us, it means living in paradise. It means feeling the sea around you, waking up at sunrise and falling asleep under the stars. You live in full contact with nature, not just seeing it, but being part of it. Endless swims, long dives, fresh air, and simple joy. But the best part, the moment the sea embraces you. If we could, we would live more underwater than above. And of course, good food on board, a glass of wine, or a cold beer to celebrate the day. Sail, sleep, dive, eat, repeat, the rhythm of freedom, the joy of the sea. Waking up early in a place like this is priceless. You see the bay still empty, with no crowd of tourists, genuine, silent, magical. Only a sailing holiday can give you moments like this. But sometimes it's also about going ashore, exploring the beach, feeling the waves gently touching the warm sand. Today we discover Voutoumi Beach. The bay is simply stunning. Turquoise water so clear it feels like the Caribbean. A place that seems untouched and absolutely amazing. For lunch, we decided to try the Bella Vista restaurant, perfectly named. It sits high above the bay, with a view that makes you forget the rest of the world. Just look at this view. From up there, the sea, the cliffs, the colors, pure beauty. After a lovely lunch, it is time to continue our journey. We set sail toward the island of Paxos, navigating along the open western side, where we are greeted by some waves and a steady breeze. Our first stop is the famous Blue Caves. The distance from Antipaxos is just over 5 nautical miles ashore at Scenic sail. We drop anchor for a quick swim and to admire the incredible sea caves. The spot is absolutely stunning, but it gets very crowded during the day. Large tourist boats come and go constantly, and the seabed is quite deep, which makes anchoring tricky. We don't recommend leaving the boat unattended here. Someone should always stay on board to monitor the anchor and the traffic around. After this brief stop, we continue along the west coast of Paxos and soon arrive in one of the most breathtaking bays of the Ionian Sea, Lakka. The entrance to the bay feels like a gentle embrace between two green headlands, sheltering it from wind and waves. The water is calm and crystal clear, glowing in shades of emerald and turquoise. Olive and cypress trees cover the surrounding hills, and everything is peaceful, quiet, simply perfect. It's the kind of place that feels made for sailors looking for beauty and rest. We anchor here for the night, wrapped in silence, rocked by the sea, and amazed once again by the natural wonder of these islands. Subscribe to our channel if you want to sail with us and discover more hidden gems in the Greek islands. Here we go again. Sail, drink, eat, swim, sleep, and repeat. That's a sailing vacation, nothing else. We spend the afternoon relaxing on board, swimming, enjoying the sea. Then, as the heat of the day begins to ease and the golden light of sunset arrives, we hop into our tender and head ashore to explore the little village of Lakka. Like all Greek villages, it has its own atmosphere. At first, they may look similar, but each one has its own charm, its own soul. After a short walk through the village, we treat ourselves to a perfect gin and tonic with a stunning sunset view. In this restaurant, the one you're seeing here, it is actually on the island of Paxos, or maybe we should say Antipaxos, and it's without a doubt one of the best places we've eaten on this trip. The food is delicious and the view unforgettable. Cheers, and good night from this little corner of paradise. Here comes the moment to leave the beautiful Bay of Lakka. If I may offer one piece of advice for this spot, We explored the entire bay and noticed that the closer you anchor toward the inner part, the murkier the water becomes. The further you stay toward the entrance, the clearer and more stunning the water is, plus you get a bit of breeze, which is very welcome during warm nights. It's a slightly longer, tender ride, but trust us, it's worth it. We then continue our route toward the port of Gaios, just about 5 nautical miles to the south. Gaios is truly one of a kind, nestled in a narrow natural channel between Paxos and a small island. The channel creates a protected harbor lined with colorful Venetian style houses and waterfront cafes. There are plenty of mooring spots inside the port, but we chose to anchor just outside, where the water is clearer and ideal for swimming. After restocking our galley in Gaios, we headed slightly north to spend the night in Loggos, yet another gem on this incredible island. I keep saying it, but each place is more beautiful than the last. And just as we moored the boat, look who came to greet us. A wonderful sea turtle giving us the warmest welcome. In the late afternoon, as the sun begins to soften and the heat fades, we do what has become our little ritual. We hop in the tender and head to shore to explore the village of Loggos. It's just a tiny, simple place, authentic and full of charm. Like no other, and yet just like so many Greek villages, peaceful, timeless, and unforgettable. The next morning, we begin our journey back, making one last, absolutely essential stop. Antipaxos at the stunning Voutoumi beach. You remember how we opened this video with Voutoumi? It's truly magical, a piece of paradise. With this stop, our first week of sailing comes to an end. We arrived early morning at Voutoumi beach to soak in its quiet magic before the crowds. The sea was still, the colors intense, a palette of turquoise, emerald, and pure white cliffs. The water was so crystal clear it seemed the boats were floating in the air, suspended between sky and sea. We swam, we floated, we breathed in the silence. A light lunch on board set the perfect mood. Then back into the sea side by side, relaxed and smiling. Just salt on our skin, sun on our faces, and the gentle rhythm of the Ionian around us. Summer vibes, salty skin, salty kiss, a moment of pure freedom and joy. This is why we sail, to feel those summer vibes, to taste the salt on our lips, and to reconnect with the freedom of body and soul. We are now heading back to Lakka to welcome our friends on board for the second week of our sailing trip. This time heading south towards Zakynthos Island and the iconic Navogio beach, the famous Shipwreck Bay. A new video packed with stunning places, great food and good vibes is coming soon, so stay tuned. If you enjoyed this first leg through Paxos and Antipaxos, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave us a comment. We hope this video brought you good energy, and inspired your next holiday plans, maybe even your own sailing adventure. See you on board. The journey continues. Stay tuned and stay positive.